All right, welcome back to day number 84. Today we took the longs and we ended up taking a 2 hour profit. So my initial trade was this. There was news at 2:45 p.m., so 15 minutes after New York session open. So I decided to wait for that. You can see those news on this candle right here. So with that said, the 1 hour was looking really bullish, and I was primarily focusing on the 15 minute. So as soon as I see the 15-minute closing above here, I see us testing this 15-minute order block. I went to the 5-minute, and you can see here that we tested it, and then I was just waiting for this candle to close above here, right? So then what was next is I went down to the 1 minute, and I was looking for entries. You can see here that we got this 1 minute order block. You can see that anything from down here to up here is still technically bullish on the 1 minute. 5-minute is bullish. We just broke structure and created an order block. And the 15-minute, we touched it, and I was not expecting us to go down again, given the fact that we formed a 15-minute order block. And in theory, this should hold. So with that said, I placed my entry here just to make sure I get filled, and my stop loss was just below that candle. My TP was a 2 risk to reward, so something like this. And the reason I've put it here is because if you look at the 1 minute, it's close enough to the body of this order block. And if you look at the 5-minute, it's just a little bit above of the order block. Because we had this difference between the close of this 5-minute and the open of this 5-minute candle. So I've put it there, decided it would be logical to put it there, put my stop loss down there, the fact being that this should hold, and then this should also hold, and then that this body would also need to hold. So did that, we got a little nice reaction. And then we ended up going lower, and I said, okay, maybe this is still the 5-minute power of 3 playing out. So I'm going to wait, and I'm just going to hold it. I'm not going to exit early. This still looks good. I'm just going to wait for closes. So waited for that. This candle closed right here. Waited for this one. I said, okay, ideally this next candle closes above this, and we continue to be bullish internally. Ended up closing there. Then we opened, quickly test the order block, and then we run higher. At this point, I was pretty happy. And once this closed, I think, yeah, this is another 5-minute candle. So I let the power of 3 play out on that candle. You can see that we sold quite deeply, almost to the entry. But at this point, once this closed up here, I moved my stop loss to up here because I didn't want to see us running this high to then just revert this whole move. Like for me, that would be bearish. So move the stop loss to there. We ended up kind of like respecting this 1 minute for value gap. We ended up respecting it, and then I marked this, and I thought, okay, if we visit, ideally this should hold. If we close below, then we might go for my stops. We closed above. Then this was like the last minute candle before 3 p.m. And I said, ideally, we close above, making the 1 minute bullish again. And the 1 hour power of 3 should expand higher first because the 1 minute is bullish. So we closed above. I said, perfect. Quick retest on this 1 minute order block. And then we went to my target. And that's my 2-hour trade. So good overall execution. I kind of wanted to close it down here, but I just said, okay, I'm just going to let things play out and, don't be that guy and don't fall on the same mistakes that I've been doing. So overall, this is like a perfect day for me. I had a bullish bias. I waited. I executed on it, and it played out perfectly. So hope you enjoyed, and I see you tomorrow for day number 85.